Hello Gangster Quap, welcome back to another evening of streaming. Today it will be a short one because I've been busy uploading my latest build, the one I was leveling up and gearing up the past few days. So yeah, let's jump right into the game, and today it will be Dusk Mage. Dusk Mage with Flaming Destroyer is what I will be leveling up today. And I've just noticed someone followed me while I was offline, or maybe online, but at the beginning of the stream. Vivaunus, thank you very much for following me. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome to the Struck Club. So I had a hero that I've just started many days ago and I never touched. So just basically some Dusk Mage that killed the first boss, and that's it. So I'm just gonna level this one. Just wanna check what difficulty it was. It's level 2, as you can see. What difficulty is this? This one is on ridiculous. I'm probably gonna change the difficulty. Honestly, I wanna level it up quickly. Leveling up quickly means ridiculous is not the best place. Normal is what I like. I've leveled up many heroes, and yeah, I've learned that the faster I get through the story, the better it is. At least for me. And super chat playtime in the daytime, just super chatted for 2.99 USD with a sticker. Yo to you as well. Yo to you as well. Welcome and thank you very much. Right in the feels. Thank you very much. So yeah, let me try and just continue my quests. And yeah, to anyone who was looking for that Bane train build, I uploaded it today. It's up on my website. It's up on YouTube. I'm gonna quickly. Yeah, it is up. It is up on all places. It is up on all places. But yeah, today we will be doing Flaming Destroyer Dusk Mage. Someone asked me to do a Holy Fury build. Someone wanted a new Holy Fury build. Will I do this with the Holy Fury? We'll see. I'm not sure whether I want to do it with Holy Fury because I've got other things in mind, but maybe I can use Holy Fury in this build. And when I was asking people what they would want to see me play with the Dusk Mage next, someone mentioned Flaming Destroyer. That's why I decided to just go on this hero. So here we are at level 2, and we will keep doing the story until I think I've got another 2 hours and 12 minutes roughly, until 10:30 in the evening. Tomorrow it will be a longer stream. Tomorrow I can start streaming earlier in the day. Oh, actually no. Tomorrow I'm uploading another build. Tomorrow I'm uploading my Acid Slammer, the Slammer Realmaster Bane, and then the day after tomorrow it would be a longer stream. So it's probably gonna be a little quicker tomorrow than today with the editing and exporting. But yeah. Expect another build tomorrow. And Nerd Gamer GR, welcome back. So here we are on the Dusk Mage. Wait, did I check? Oh, I took Sword Smash. Why? Why didn't I take Dark Spears? Alright, with the next level I can take Dark Spears. Let's make sure I've taken this. Sword Smash is not good while leveling up at the start. I mean, it's not bad. I meant to say it's not bad. And not good. Sword Smash is actually pretty good. While leveling in the start, it's pretty decent. I personally love leveling Flaming Destroyer builds with Sword Smash in the beginning. It's pretty fun. Even if it's a mage, even if it's something like that, that tries to be a little bit further from the enemies. Wait, shouldn't there be another tombstone somewhere here, a gravestone? I must have missed it. Oh, I think I know where it is. That's the thing with this quest. It changes where the gravestones are. I was expecting the final gravestone to be behind the boss room. I guess it's somewhere here. Look at where it's hiding, wow. Couldn't be any more hidden. Alright, let's get some XP. I want to get level 3 before I do the boss here. Right, we got level 3. Let's move. Got some potions. Nice, that's actually gonna be very helpful. Although it seems like I had a blue one, so the blue one will be... Wow, didn't expect this. The blue one is weaker than the green one. Okay, let's move. I'm thinking for this build to do something like my Pyromancer build, but instead of using the same skills like my Pyromancer, which are Entropy and Absolver, I want to use something different. Oh no, I was using Entropy and Radiant Blast. So maybe I can use Absolver instead of Radiant Blast, and instead of Entropy, I can maybe try and use... what's its name? Energy Spike. It would be a good thing to do those two skills, I think. I mean, I can try and use Holy Fury because someone really wanted to see a Holy Fury build. But Holy Fury in this game is kind of underwhelming. I'm a big fan of Beam Wind builds, but in this game Holy Fury is... I don't know, in its current state, compared to some of the other things, it just doesn't do the damage that well, even when maxed out. But I will test it. When I reach max level and all of that, I will test it. For now, oops, sorry, I touched my microphone by accident. For now, let's put something useful here. What should I put? Should I put Firestarter? Maybe God's Beard Gloves, or maybe something for speed. I'm wondering. This is pretty solid at the start, because that's 200 weapon damage. I like leveling up with this item at the beginning. I'm probably gonna keep it. But first, does Digitus trigger this? Let's find out. Oh, the pistol triggers it, so that's fine. Firefox Grinds is back. It says, hi man, I feel like the relics are the main character skills and the character skills feel like support ones. Well, yeah, that's how it is. That's exactly how it is right now. They made the subclasses a little bit too strong compared to the main classes. And it's not that the relic classes are too strong, it's that the main classes are a little bit weaker than the relics, I guess. I'd like to look at it from that point of view. Sharpshooter though and Dusk Mage, if you remove the relic, you can still have a decent build, even if you don't spend a single point in the relic. It's not gonna be good meta build, but it's gonna be doable. It's gonna be doable. So on Realmaster you can do it, on Sharpshooter and on Dusk Mage you can do it. On Forge it will be a little bit painful without the relic stuff, but it's also doable. Right, why did I go to my fort? Another gamer says, finally I finished the game, now my next character is Blood Drinker Dusk Mage. Oh, a Blood Drinker Dusk Mage. I hope you enjoyed draining, because I really enjoyed draining with my Blood Drinker Dusk Mage. It was pretty fun. Sorry, I'm moving my mic a little bit closer to my chair, so I don't have to lean forward to talk. That should be fine now. Alright. Edgewood buff. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna buy potions. I wanna make sure I've got enough potions for a while. And maybe collect some bags. I will not use the Respectacles on this hero, because I need them for my Realmaster. I need those Respectacles for the Realmaster. But yeah, I hope I have enough respectacles to respect this Realm Master I was playing the past few days. And playtime in the daytime says, when do you get access to enchanting? Yeah, you get access to enchanting after you finish the game, after you finish the story. Basically, enchanting and socketed items are level 47 plus. So level 46 items cannot drop with sockets, level 47 items can drop with sockets. So you don't need to worry about enchanting until you reach that part of the game, until you are fighting level 46 plus 47 enemies. Let's get Dark Spears. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. Wait, actually forgot that I got some good stuff here. Yeah, I will use this. Almost level 4. After this boss fight I will be. Now harmonic form. Okay, that's decent. Pretty nice getting those 2 legendaries this early. I'm gonna keep this, and I can try using a fire starter. See how that works out for me. Oh yeah, the sticky mushroom. I forgot about this. Rahul says, just started the game, first time playing. Is there a known wardrobe bug? Can't seem to find it on the storage section. What do you mean by can't find it on the storage section? Do you have the wardrobes at all? Like, I'm gonna go to my fort just to talk about this, because you should be able to. You should be able to, when you go to your fort and press F to customize, you should be able to see storage, and then you should be able to see wardrobes. Just a moment. So basically you press F, you click on storage, and then you click here under wardrobes. This is where you find the different wardrobes. You're not gonna have as much as me, because those you can unlock with contracts. But you will have a decent number. You would have at least the terracotta ones and maybe the chiseled ones. So that reminds me, let's put some Dusk Mage storage. Dusk Mage, there we go. Let's see where I want this for now. For now, let's just put it somewhere, maybe we can put it here. And chiseled Dusk Mage. I've been seeing other people reporting that they don't have it, but that might be a known bug if there's such a bug. I think there is a quest at some point on the game. There is a quest you need to do to unlock maybe the wardrobes. I don't know, because my account is not new. After the wipe I've leveled up, and I did have access to all sorts of things. But if you don't have this tab, it could be a bug. It could be a bug, it could be due to a quest. I don't think it's a quest, I think it's most likely just a bug. And I've seen other people reporting this. So it could be something that is getting fixed tomorrow, it could be something that isn't getting fixed tomorrow. It's probably best to talk to someone in the Discord, maybe a developer might be there, or maybe one of the moderators might know about this and the current situation of things. Fields of Unrest. Alright, let's go to Travel Passage. And Fun Horror, subdued to Fun Horror as well. We got a skill point. I'm gonna save that skill point, and I'm gonna save the next skill point too. Wait, at level 5 I actually get 2 skill points, so yeah. I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna get those invested into Shadow Step to get tier 1. Come on. Blinky boy. Come on, come on. What I'm making? I'm not even sure. It will be Dusk Mage, Flaming Destroyer, and I'm planning on making it with Energy Spike and Absolver. Because my previous Pyromaster was the Pyromancer was with Radiant Blast and with Entropy. So I want to not use Entropy and to not use Radiant Blast. Anything else goes. So it's probably just gonna be some sort of a version of my Pyromancer, where I'm using Energy Spike and Absolver this time. Tank Mage would be the second build. I will make 2 builds. One build would be melee, the other one would be ranged. The melee build, I would try to find a good Digitus if I can. If I can't, then maybe a sword, or actually greatsword. It would have to be either greatsword or Digitus. I want to make a basic attacks build. So that basic attacks build hopefully would be with a shield and a Digitus. Alternatively with a greatsword, because there's those 2 options, Digitus or greatsword. No other options if I want to make a build with giant swings with this skill. But first I'm gonna do the other build, and tomorrow I'm making the basic attack, maybe basic attack build on the Realm Master. But I will make a Bane Slammer build tomorrow. Yeah, I think we've already talked once that you're trying to make a dark skills only build. But that's how it is, that's the nature of the quas. The quas is built in this way. You can still use only dark skills, but then you're not using harmonic form. You've never talked about this mage? Well, someone talked to me that they wanted to make a dark skills only Dusk Mage, and I told them to try maybe using Radiant Blast as the only non-dark skill, but someone said they wanted to make a teamed build on the Dusk Mage. That's only with dark skills, but the game doesn't allow it right now. Not after they changed harmonic form. Before, a dark skills only build was so actually pretty fun to play. You were just losing the light buff, which was energy regeneration, but you could still get the extra damage buff from the dark buff. Before they changed it with harmonic form, you could just get each buff separately, dark or light buff. You could get all those buffs separately, and just keep the one you want. Right now you have to get the one of the buffs. You have to get then the second, and that's when you get their bonuses, and that's when they start dissipating. But again, as I said, it has been changed. And I actually like the change. I like the change, even though there's this downside that you can't make light skills only or dark skills only build that would still do decent damage. I think it's over here and I've missed it, the place I needed to go to. Wait, why am I not using Keg of Mayhem? I just realized I'm playing a Mayhem build without Keg of Mayhem. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay. This one's almost dead. Still trying to find the chasm and I think I need to go back. I think I've missed it. Why can't I teleport? That's strange. Well, for leveling, Keg of Mayhem builds are fun, but eventually I will switch into something different. We'll see. Although I was using Blazing Pillar on my Pyromancer, I might make it a Egg of Mayhem Sword Smash build with this one. I might make it actually one like this. The basic attack one would definitely be an Egg of Mayhem build. Because with the basic attack you're regenerating energy quickly. In general, Egg of Mayhem builds are perfect with basic attacks, with the basic attack skills. But again, the Egg of Mayhem version probably would end up being the other one. We'll see. I mean, I could probably level up with such a build if I can get good great swords and good digiti. But that's the thing. While leveling up, I can't guarantee I'm always gonna have the exact one item that I need to level up with good stats. That's why I think those builds are better for endgame builds. But Egg of Mayhem, even without the basic attack skill, is good for leveling. Because those skills are pretty decent, and you get Sword Smash at level 1, I mean. And just perfect for leveling up. Let's see. Okay. How many more quest items? 2 more. 1 more. Okay, let's run to the boss now. I'm wondering if I should take Luminous Run while leveling up for just moving quicker, for speeding through the zones with the 2 mobility skills. It might be a good choice, and it also can heal. Luminous Run can also heal, so when I've been playing Luminous Run builds, sometimes they save me when I run out of potions, being able to heal myself with Luminous. It could be great for the survivability sometimes. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Any upgrades? Damage with Holy Bow. That's actually pretty decent for me right now. Netherrim height, where? Oh, I need to kill some Netherrim for it, okay. Should not have rushed past the enemies. I thought I had all the items. I thought I had all the quest items. Let's see if I can use some sort of cheesy tactic to teleport. Like this. Consecration can build your light skill bar if you're using this item. The goblin, this one, Head of Wasp, but no, not Head of Wasp, but King Snaggletooth. If you use King Snaggletooth, you're using Consecration as damage over time poison field. I only wish that it didn't cast it on top of me, but I wish it cast it on my cursor location, not around the hero, so I could use it as a nuke. But yeah, it can build the light skill buff bar with that item. Okay. But yeah, Dusk Mage's nature is all about the duality, about striking that balance between light and dark. And with Harmonic Form, they're further delving deeper into this duality, into having that harmony between light and dark. But I definitely feel bad for people who want to make a dark only or a light only build. Oh, they've made Egg of Mayhem to be able to spawn the same skill. Before, if I use Sword Smash, it would only do one of the other 4 relic skills. Now, after using Sword Smash, it has a chance to do a second Sword Smash. Wait, why didn't it proc a second skill? I guess maybe there's something wrong with Egg of Mayhem. Because he didn't do another relic skill this time. It doesn't always do another skill. Okay, let's keep pushing through. I'm gonna save my energy for Wide Vault. Let's see here. Let's see over here. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving now. I can just rush to Wide Vault. Or should I get level 7? Maybe getting level 7 before Wide Vault would be the better idea. Which reminds me, I've got an unspent skill point. I'm debating whether I should get Consecration. Let's get Consecration for now. Consecration is very nice when you have summons in your build. If you have summons in your build, Consecration can get that extra damage when the summons are inside Consecration. So Spirit Well is a good choice if you're playing solo but want that extra bonus damage. Okay. It's raining blues. I will need certain things. I need Scroll of Wivebound. It would really help me. Oh, bonus damage to basic mace attacks. Maybe more defense. Okay, let's send the pet away. And that reminds me, I didn't put skills on my pet. Or maybe I did, but I forgot to put this one. What's my quest? To talk to the NPCs. I'm actually gonna go and talk to the NPCs after I reach the next checkpoint. Let's see here. Anyone with a Tree of Work, maybe? I'm gonna use this Tree of Work in a moment. I'd rather go to the city first before using the Tree of Work. And Edsel says, played Flaming Destroyer on Ridiculous based on your previous build and I'm just mowing down mobs. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. I don't play on Ridiculous when leveling up just because I want to level up as quickly as possible. Or maybe let's rephrase this. I want to be done with the story as quickly as possible. Even though I might be leveling a little bit slower. Oh, my pet is selling. I won't be able to get this item. Well, okay. Okay, what do I do next?
We must focus on the mission.
Talk to Zaya.
These are perfect. Kennick called me a fool, but I knew you'd succeed.
Then to the general.
That old drunk going.
And scroll 5 bound just dropped. I was waiting for this. And let's go. But yeah, it's good to hear that someone has been enjoying my Pyromancer build on Ridiculous. It might be a little bit difficult at the start with Dusk Mages, but once you get the Celestial Gauntlets, and once you get 2 more pieces of the Celestial set with the Gauntlets, things start getting pretty much as easy as a sharpshooter can be on a Dusk Mage. So just a moment. Come on, load up, load up. Nerd Gamer says I finished the game and I'm only level 45. Yeah, I was level 43 on my Realm Master because I was rushing. You're supposed to finish the game around 45, 40, 46 because the first Vizier level dungeon is 46 enemies. So you actually finished it at the right level. On my Bane Train Realm Master, I was 3 levels under the content, under the Vizier. And it was a little bit, yeah, unexpected. On this one, probably it's gonna be something similar, because I'm gonna be rushing, pushing through the story. Only doing the bare minimum. At some point, I'm gonna have to do Mapworks portals, because I'm gonna be very under-leveled. When the enemies are more than 3 levels higher than me, so 4 levels or more, I do Mapworks portals. Right now I'm pushing level 7 enemies at level 7, so for now I'm good. I think I've missed one of the NPCs. Let's keep moving, let's keep moving. Oh, movement speed shrine, perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. Come on. My pet is actually watching at my monitor. He's standing on my bed right next to me, which is right next to my chair, and he's watching in my monitor. Maybe there's something interesting going on with the weird colors and the moving objects. The pet has some pains in his lower back, and I've been ignoring it, thinking it might not be anything serious. But yeah, we're gonna take him soon to the vet, see if there's anything going on there, just for a checkup. Because cats are weird animals. They won't tell you when they're hurt, then when they're experiencing pain. But there are signs where you can tell that they're in pain. And I can definitely see that he's feeling uncomfortable if I touch his lower back. If I touch his the area between the middle of his back and the tail, around that part. And normally some cats actually like getting touched there, but this guy, he feels discomfort, so maybe something's wrong with him. We'll see. Hopefully there's nothing serious, and maybe he's just overweight and needs to lose some weight. We'll see. And Edsel says, true, I'm still using some low level celestial gear, made some modifications though, but mainly the build was based on yours. Also for skills that I don't use, I respect and distributed it on other passives. Yeah, that's how it is. Keep in mind with my videos, some of the older videos are a little bit different. I mean, some things changed, but I still rework the passives and actives with the screenshots. And in any ways, I always like when people are using my builds as a base, but then reworking them to meet their needs, because the builds are flexible. Every build I make is flexible. You don't want this passive, you don't take it, you take another one, and then you have some other synergy while retaining the core, retaining the thing that makes the build what it is. So I really like when I see people modifying my builds and adapting them to their needs. For example, Ignition Source used to be a decent passive, but it no longer is that good if you have chance to burn. If you have chance to burn, this is not necessary. You don't need the evasion, because you can get evasion from Cloak of Flames and Nimble Flames, and 40 is the cap anyways. You can also get evasion from items, so there's that to keep in mind too. Not everyone likes using Dark Spears. Some people just don't like it. I like it because it helps build the Dark Bar quickly, while I can just drop it on the ground and then just move around and use other skills. I've not made Unholy Boat builds. Should I make an Unholy Boat build? Okay, for now let's focus on relic stuff. Wow, leveling up. What am I getting at level 10 is Light Spear and Energy Spike. Okay, I'm gonna actually save points for Energy Spike. Might be the better option. Although Energy Spike as a one pointer is good enough for the beginning. Tier 1 Energy Spike was... You fire double the number. Yeah, I'd rather get this one as well. But one thing that's very good to keep even on high levels, even if it's a level 1 Celestial Gauntlet, I would never remove the Celestial Gauntlet unless I can swat it in the Legendarium. For example, if I've got 3 other Celestial pieces and I've got a level 1 Celestial Gauntlet, I'm obviously not gonna wear it. But if it's a Celestial Gauntlet that gives me block chance and evasion, or any other item from the set that I wanna wear, if it gives you block chance or evasion and it doesn't have any single stat like defense, HP, etc., it's good enough on level 60 as it is in level 1. Because those stats scale pretty nicely. Level 60 item would give you the exact same amount of evasion as the level 1 counterpart of this item. And the same goes for block chance. Those are dependent on the rarity, not on the level. Whereas defense, HP, HP on hit, HP regeneration, and other FWAT stats, they are dependent on both the item rarity and on the item level. HP used to be percent HP, and it was overpowered. I could get an item at level 1 with like 10% HP. Or something like that. And then keep that item all the way until level 60 and use it at level 60. But then they changed it. They changed HP to be FWAT. So that you don't have those OP items early in the game. But HP right now is not OP in any ways. HP builds are not that great because no matter how much HP you have, it's not gonna be good enough to give you as much damage reduction as defense stacking and damage reduction stacking can be. Unless they maybe rework breaking point to give you like 30-35% HP instead of 10% HP, I don't see HP builds being a thing. You need at least 120-150,000 HP to say, okay, I'm going all-in HP, even if I have 10% defense. Because right now if you go on ridiculous with 10% defense, and you go to the higher Fazir dungeon levels, you're gonna be getting one shot by traps and by hazards on the ground before you can even move. And that will be even when you're using damage reduction from things like the skittering shoulders and the living barrier and hammer spin and other things and fighter spirit and so on. Actually no, I don't want to kill this one. Come on, come on. I need to get this to level 3. XDell Production says, would you recommend this game? Well, that depends what type of games you like. This game is a little bit different. It's a little bit different than Diablo, Path of Exile and all the other games. It's even very different from Torchlight 1 and 2. So it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. But the biggest good thing about this game is the build variety. You have an immense amount of build variety that is becoming better and better with the patches, the recent patches, and there's a patch coming I think tomorrow that's gonna introduce new legendary items and a new legendary set that will probably boost the build diversity from 160-ish builds to probably 200 plus builds one can make with some of the changes they're introducing with the next patch. So if build diversity is what you want, this game could be for you, but be careful because there's not enough endgame. At least for some people there isn't enough endgame. Right now there is only 1.5 endgame activities. The half is basically the one activity with stripped down affixes. So if you want to have enough endgame and play a WOT for a long time on the same hero, maybe the game is not gonna be the best choice for you. But if you want to just if you want to keep doing new heroes and new heroes and new heroes without spending too much time on the same hero, then this game probably could be very fun for you to play until they add more endgame. Again, the game is new, endgame will be coming, more endgame, not just the one we've got. So if you're patient, it may not be a bad choice. But if you want to wait for like a sale, maybe a Christmas sale or whatever, and buy it, then that's also not a bad decision. I'm trying to be honest here. I don't want to tell you the game is good, get it, and then you don't like it. But I also don't want to say the game is bad because it's one of my favorite games right now. I've been playing this game for a very long time, and yeah, I've had times where I didn't enjoy it as much as I want to. But overall it's been mostly positive fun times with a fair share of bad times every now and then. The itemization right now might seem a little bit boring to people, but once you get used to it, it's not that boring, honestly. And I really like the class and subclass system. The subclasses right now in the game are amazing, except one. One of them is not that great, but still has 3 good skills to use. And yeah, if you combine 5 subclasses with 4 classes, that's 20 combos. And on all of those 20 combos, you've got at least 8, 9, soon maybe 10 plus builds to make with each of the 20 archetypes, as I like to call them. But yeah, right now the end game is kind of like rifting, but you have an end. There's 251 stages that you start after finishing the story. And that could get a little bit boring if you're just doing the same thing and they're very repetitive and there's not much variety there in the end game, and it's not really rewarding directly. But yeah, I'm the person that doesn't spend too much time on one hero. I would play a hero for no more than a week, then move on to the next if the hero is ready, if I've geared it up. Because I make builds, I make a lot of builds for the game. Builds, guides, all sorts of stuff, but making new builds requires me to level up new heroes. And that's why I don't stand for too long on the same hero. And I enjoyed this game in that way. I'm not a big fan of the current end game, and I found that playing it the way I do makes it bearable. Makes the end game, the lack of end game variety bearable by having nice diversity of builds to try. So I hope this kind of answers your question one way or another. If you want to ask about certain specific things in the game, please do so. But in general, I've got guides, I've got reviews of the game as well. Like, my review is very long, very detailed review that's covering almost anything I could think of. And I've got a playlist of beginner's guide. Like, I had to split my ultimate newbie guide into 3 videos this time, because there was a lot more than in early access to cover. But yeah, while I'm on stream, feel free to ask me anything that you might wanna know about the game. Let's see if I've missed some other comments. Someone said Dark Spear is awesome, especially when you get that items that give it lightning. Well, this lightning that can stun enemies, it's not good for the damage, but it's good for the stun. The stun is good. Yeah, I can agree with that. The stun is good. Here, go to Travel Point. Right, let's go to Travel Point just in case. Just in case I need to go back from where I was. I don't wanna over push.
Potions for you, potions for your little friend.
Digitus. Okay, we found ourselves a new weapon. And let's see, I'm gonna buy some potions and maybe go and gamble for gauntlets. I think it's the perfect time to start gambling for gauntlets, level 9. If I get a celestial gauntlet at this point in time in the game, it will be amazing. Celestial gauntlets and celestial boots are must-haves on any Dusk Mage build. One for the damage, another one for the mana again. I mean, if you're making a build that doesn't spam as much Dusk Mage skills, then okay, maybe you don't need the boots, but the boots are definitely amazing when you want to be spammy with your skills. These 2 basic attacks, gear work. It's dropping a decent amount of blue gear on the gambler. Duration for consecration. Come on, come on. Come on. Nope, it didn't give me. Well, it's hard. It's not as easy to get. it's not as easy to get a legendary item from gambling. Sometimes you might need to spend over 100,000 gold coins before you get a legendary. Okay, let's equip this. I'm gonna equip this for now and maybe keep those for other things. And
Just who I wanted to see. You come back with more coin.
alright, General, give me my reward. Was Yapper the next quest? Yeah, Yapper's quest. And Nerd Gamer GR says the end game rocks. Well, I guess if you've played a little of it, you might think so. But when you have played a lot of it, you're probably gonna get bored. But again, it varies from one person to the other. It's not my cup of tea, this end game, but there's many people who enjoy it. And just give me a moment. I need to do something. I'm here. Just need to open the door. Okay, I'm back here. So yeah, let's get this waypoint. Maybe in... Oh, this guy has a max level 3 of work. Well, let's give him this. Let's see. How am I doing with the skill points? I think I've got two saved up. Oh, there's a unique enemy. Let's get it. Wait, I can't. I was stuck for a moment. I couldn't move. Come on, die. Oh wow. Wow, okay. Now we're talking. I'm telling you, it's dropping so much on the lower difficulties. I'm not sure I want to wear the Vitality Extractor because look at this. And then look at this. The other one gives me crit damage though, but my crit chance is only 15, so... I mean, this number is higher with the Vitality Extractor. Oh no, it's not higher with the Vitality Extractor. But the difference is just 1 damage, so for now I guess I can try and use the Vitality Extractor. But why am I getting Vitality Extractor before even having Holy Fury? Isn't the Vitality Extractor supposed to drop only after level 15? Because Holy Fury has been unlocked then. In any case, yeah. I'm not using Radiant Blast, so I might as well just use the other item.
You can't cast that spell here.
keep moving. The canal. I'm actually first gonna get the waypoint. It's right around the corner, and then move towards where my quest is. What did I get? Light spear and energy spike. Yeah, I'm thinking of just putting the point here for now. Oh! I didn't see I had an extra point. Which item gives me that extra point to Holy Bolt? Oh, it's the Celestial Cuirass. Alright, if the Cuirass gives me that, I can maybe rework some of the skills later. I should have one Respectacle and another one soon. By the way, they're adding Respectacles to the shop with tomorrow's patch, which is great news to those who love respecking. Hero Pose says, "Hey Struck, hello Hero or Xiru, welcome back." It's going well, leveling a new hero now. This hero I will make two builds from it. One build would be with basic attacks, with a Digitus or a Greatsword, whatever I get with good rolls. And the other build would be a standard, kind of a new version on the Pyromancer with different skills. It could be a Sword Smash build, it could be something else. Time will tell. Normally, whenever I start leveling a hero, in 90% of the cases I wouldn't know exactly what I'm gonna make until the final few levels, the final 10 levels or so. By then I should already kind of have decided what I want with the build. For this one I'm still debating whether I want to do Holy Fury or something like Absolver for my light skill. Someone wanted to see a Holy Fury build, and I will make a Holy Fury build. I'm just not sure if that's gonna be it. My next Holy Fury build, we'll see. Should I get level 10 before Dog Jockey? Let's see over here. I think he should be over there somewhere. No, that's not where. Okay, he should be here then. Wait, he should be nearby here, I mean... Oh, there we go, he spawned now. Oh, did I seriously waste my attack when he wasn't in range? Because there was something between me and him. He keeps avoiding my attacks. If only Sword Smash was a little bit quicker to respond. Well, you might think the game is empty and shallow, but I think it's quite the opposite. There's a lot of things to do in the game. The only thing that's empty is the end game. The end game, I do agree, the end game is empty. But there's a lot of build variety I can do in the game, and there's a decent amount of skills, passives, and relic skills that I can use to make my builds. It might seem simple at first glance, but there's a lot of depth behind that simplicity. That's not easy to see unless you look a little bit closer. Let me quickly catch up on some comments. Hiddenator says, is there anywhere we can read about the patch? Well, normally they post patch notes in the patch notes channel, but there haven't been any patch notes posted there. So the patch, you would be able to read about it tomorrow when they post it, I guess, when they post the patch notes. Self-production says, I like Chaosbane, just needs more fan base. Oh, we're talking about Chaosbane being champion, Shavo? Or this game, because I'm not sure, I'm not following there. Chaosbane is fine, but it did so many things wrong. Chaosbane is the perfect example of a game with terrible community management. Or maybe not community management, but terrible communication, which I guess is part of the community management. Chaosbane, they should have communicated with the player base a lot from the start. They should have been very active, official devs, and people from the company communicating the same way Ectra is communicating with us. They should have kept us in the loop at least once a month. At least once a month they should have told us, hey, we're doing this and this. It's gonna take us some time, so be patient, things like that. But no, they're just terrible. Chaosbane's devs are terrible at communicating. I'm not sure why. But they just it's as if they're allergic to communicating with their fans. It's as if they're gonna catch coronavirus if they update their community once every 2-3 weeks or so regarding what's happening with the game. But it's gonna get an interesting update. On November the 19th, Chaosbane is supposedly getting the Slayer edition on Xbox Series X and S, which would include a new hero, the Witch Hunter. And I'm guessing that on November 19th, probably Steam is getting the same hero as a DLC, but I don't know whether it's gonna be paid or not. They haven't said much on the official, not the official, on the Discord over there. But yeah, this game doesn't seem to be going the way Chaosbane was, because the developers have been from the get-go very talkative. You can go on the official Discord channel and the devs are there. Even Max Schaefer, one of the people who made Diablo 1 and 2, even him, who is the CEO of Ectra Games, is down to earth. He's down there in the Discord channel every now and then, listening to us and reading our comments and replying, and just in general chatting with the people. And it's not just him. A lot of the devs from the team, when they have free time, would stop by, have a chat. There's weekly fun day streams with the community manager. There's also every Monday, when the devs are not busy, there will be either a Mayhem Monday where we talk about items and other good stuff with one of the game designers that's in charge of itemization, and then every second Monday, again when he's not busy, we talk to Sean, who is in charge of the lore and balancing in the game. So I mean, that's the way you do it. That's the way you keep in touch with your community. That's the way you follow what the community wants and try to do what they want. And this game, in a big part, has been community driven. The development from day one of me playing the game, which is April 2019, when I started playing, since then they have been constantly listening to player feedback and making adjustments, reworking major systems like the skills, the relics, and other things. Like in general, the game got a big shift. The game was gonna be a MMO, free to play, but people kept saying, give us Torchlight 3, don't give us Torchlight Frontiers. And eventually they just decided to make Torchlight 3, and to remove the frontier system. The frontier system was a little bit annoying because you had Act 1 with separate levels. Once you reach level 50 in Act 1, you're done with Act 1, but of course you could unlock Act 2 around level 10 of Act 1, and you could level a little bit in Act 2, a little bit in Act 1, and just keep taking turns. But in general, your player level was the combination of your Act levels, and this was not a good system. In order to get level 100, you had to be Act 1 level 50 and then Act 2 level 50, and it was very grindy and very boring. It had the beginnings of an interesting system, but in general it was not good. Honestly, it felt wrong. But I really like some other things they've made recently, such as the relic subclass changes. But let me catch up with some of the other comments. And yeah. A Bitya was referring to this game, and yeah, I've tried Grim Dawn and I've played a lot of Grim Dawn, not on this account. I've talked to my viewers a lot about Grim Dawn, but I started playing Grim Dawn on my brother's account, who bought the game very early, in the first days of early access or first weeks of early access, long time ago. And I was playing on his account because I didn't have computer myself back then. And my own Steam account later got Grim Dawn. And eventually this account right now doesn't own Grim Dawn, but I've played a bit of Grim Dawn with sharing, family sharing, because my personal account, not this streamer account, owns Grim Dawn, and I'm sharing my personal account's Grim Dawn to this game. But again, I spent a lot of time in Grim Dawn, and it's probably my favorite ARPG if I don't count this game. And this game is my favorite ARPG if I don't count Grim Dawn. I'm just enjoying this game a little bit more than Grim Dawn right now because I've played Grim Dawn too much, and it's too grindy sometimes to level up new heroes in Grim Dawn. And more like gearing up new heroes is the thing that takes a little bit longer for some builds with the monster infrequent drops and stuff like that. For Grim Dawn you really need to min-max stuff. You really need to min-max stuff properly for Grim Dawn. For this game, min-maxing can take you can make things quicker and faster, but you don't need to be min-maxing your gear to reach the hardest parts of the game. You just need good gear without the min-maxing. The min-maxing would just make things easier and quicker, but it's not a must-have, which I like. I like games where min-maxing is just a quality of life thing, not the must-do thing. But Torchlight 1 and 2 are very different from this game, and if you've not tried Torchlight 3 yet, don't expect it to be like Torchlight 1 and 2. I really love this game, how it's different from Torchlight 2, because most of the things I dislike about Torchlight 2, this game is doing differently, such as the enchanting system, although I'm not saying the enchanting system in this game is good. It's okay, but it really needs a lot of reworks, a lot of quality of life changes. Grim Dawn is very good though. Grim Dawn is a game I can see many people spending hundreds of hours. If they can... For some people the combat, that's the thing I've heard the most. People on my channel, when talking about Grim Dawn, they either love it and have spent a lot of time playing it, or they just can't get past the combat and the animations. And even with the new engine, some people still say it just looks clunky to them, or wooden and stiff. I like Grim Dawn and I don't feel like the combat feels as stiff as it felt like 4 years ago, for example. Or 3 years ago. I think the combat feels a little bit smoother, a little bit better, the animations are nice, and Grim Dawn is the game that keeps giving, and this game is also another game that ever since I started playing it, it has been constantly giving and giving new things, quality of life changes all the time together with updates, the working systems based on player feedback. I mean, the developers of this game obviously want us to like the game. It's impossible to make everyone like the game, especially with a limited amount of stuff and amidst coronavirus and other things that slow the development, like wildfires and things like that. They're trying and they're constantly improving the game. And it doesn't look like this game would be another Chaos Bane. Ever since I started playing the game, it never felt like the developers in this game are like the developers of Chaos Bane. It seems like they're given a lot of creative freedom. Yeah, Perfect World might be the publisher, but apart from marketing, I think Perfect World doesn't decide anything in the development. Instead of Extra Games being the ones that make those decisions. So I think Perfect World probably is only meddling when it comes to marketing in regards to when to release this promotional trailer, when to release that thing, and so on. And that's how I believe it is. I can't tell you because I haven't talked to the devs to get the inside scoop on this, but it seems like they have a lot of freedom. And I think one of the things that really is hurting this game is how much they're listening to the community. Because some of the bad things that came into the game came from community feedback, the same way as some of the greatest things that came into the game came as a result of community feedback. So that means they're trying to please everyone, and you can't. You never can please anyone. No matter what you do to a game, there's always gonna be people who dislike that and people who like that change. There's a bunch of changes that I really dislike, and then I've talked to people who just love the changes I have disliked myself. For example, the life-bound system. I really don't like the current iteration of the life-bound system, but I know people who are saying it's a great system, the way it works right now, and that they're enjoying it. So that's just one example out of many. Fun Horror says, I played it super early access, I haven't played it since any expansions have come out. Oh, if you haven't played Grim Dawn since early access, you're gonna have a great time if you return, because they have rifting, they have so many other secret bosses, they have new classes, new masteries, I mean, I think better to call them masteries. So Grim Dawn right now, compared to very early access, is super expanded. There's so many things, so much balancing, so much quality of life. And I'd like to believe that this game, given enough time, would become like Grim Dawn. It would become something that's been expanded and expanded and expanded over the years with expansions, DLCs, paid DLCs, free DLCs, quality of life changes. And the modding is something that really opens up games like this one. Just look at Torchlight 2 and how active the modding community in that game was. And how many good mods we got. And Grim Dawn as well, how many good mods we got for the game. Thanks to the community. So, I mean, the game is not perfect, and again, the end game is probably the most boring part of this game, but it doesn't mean that it's a shitty game. I would never call this game shitty. I would never call it shallow, because just the amount of build variety is enough to mean it's not shallow, because you have so much depth. Every skill you level up can be used as a passive skill. So, for example, I can put Holy Bolt to tier 2 and get 20% dark skills damage, and I can not use a single Holy Bolt in my rotation. I can remove it from my skill bar, but Holy Bolt tier 2 would be increasing the damage of Energy Spike, or the damage of Entropy, or the damage of Spirit Well. So that's one way of synergizing this. Okay, let's use Cloak of Flames maybe. Probably gonna remove Consecration. Maybe I should remove Dark Spear. Or Light Spear. Let's remove Light Spears. Light Spear I would only use as a passive for now. I mean, for now I can probably use it here because I've got a SWAT, but eventually this SWAT will get occupied. The story is literally told in a few pictures. Well, those images, I've seen the progression of those images. Back in the early access, we had those images as basic sketches without any covers or anything like that. But there's many games who tell their story in sketches. Just look at Darksiders Genesis. The story is told in sketches, moving animated sketches, but it's sketches. And I don't think having cinematics like Blizzard is necessary in a game to tell the story. The story is super stupid, yeah, I agree. The story is silly, it's nothing amazing. It's not. It can't compare to the story in Wosen, for example. It can't compare to the story in Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. But this game is not something to take seriously. Torchlight never has been something to be taken seriously. Even Torchlight 1 and 2, who had good stories, even those were some sort of a silly world that doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's just a little bit more on the fun side, more on the cartoonish side. But yeah, I definitely can agree that the story can feel shallow, if that's what you were referring to. I don't play games for a story. I would play a game if it had zero story, if it had zero quests and it was only end game. I'm the type of boring person that doesn't care about the story and doesn't play games for the story. I play games to kill enemies and to get wood. If you make a game with just end game, for me, I would play it. In fact, I would prefer a game that doesn't have story, and you start the end game from the first minute you're in the game, where the end game is the game. That will be my preferred game. That type of game that many would consider boring, I would consider my holy grail of games. A game without a campaign to do, or if there's a campaign, to be optional for anyone who wants to do the campaign. Yeah, okay, do it if you want to. But if you don't want to, just run straight to the end game. That's the type of player I am. I just don't have time to level up new heroes for 10 hours every time I want to make a new build. I'd much rather be able to jump straight into the end game and level up this way. But again, what I like, probably 95 or 99% of the gamers out there like the exact opposite. I just don't have the time and patience to grind like a zombie every time I want a new hero. Time is precious, and maybe 20 years ago I might have liked grinding and spending my time on MMOs and things like that. But now every minute matters, and the less time I spend leveling my heroes and going through the boring story, and in this game the story is very boring, as I already said, and the more time I can have to farm items and to do endgame. But again, my preference and my choice of games is very different from the majority of people. So I've kind of learned to accept that there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with what I like when we are talking about the ARPG market. See, I don't like having to start over every few months with the concept of leagues and seasons. I'm not a fan of leagues and seasons. And that's why Diablo and Path of Exile are boring for me, because they make me start over. If I want access to the newest content they add every few months, I have to start over or wait for the league and season to end before this content makes it to the official, to the regular server, to the non-league servers. And I don't like losing XP when I die. I don't like losing any type of progress when I die. Again, for the same reason, time is precious, and when you lose your progress, it's not fun for me. That's why I like mods that let you power level and that let you get every single legendary item easily. for sandboxing, for sandbox build making purposes, mods that let me boost myself quickly to max level and gear myself up immediately are my favorite. I wouldn't use those mods to play for fun, but I would use them to make builds for fun. Those types of mods. But yeah, let me catch up on the chat after this fight. Just gonna quickly. Okay, we got this. What's the time? 9:42. 9:42. And I'm full maybe, or is it wagging? It's not. It's not letting me pick up something. And Fun Horror says I never pay attention to the story, I just skip it. I also skip it because I've already seen it multiple times. I mean, if someone doesn't want me to skip cinematics, tell me and I will stop skipping them. Okay, let's talk to Yapper after. I'm gonna talk to Yapper after reaching the lakeside clearing. Come, let's kill some more. Get some extra XP. But yeah, one thing's for sure for this game, and that's that visually it looks actually very nice. If you're not someone that hates cartoony graphics, you're gonna see the animations are very smooth. The effects visually of the skills look pretty nice and eye-pleasing, at least to me. But again, when you reach the end game, you're gonna see the whack of things to do apart from Fazir. And maybe Mapworks Portos. Safi says, in which order did you spend your early points? I just joined. Well, I started with level 1 Holy Bolt like everyone, and then I put my next point into Sword Smash. But I would suggest put your second point into Dark Spears, and then the third point put into Sword Smash on level 3. Level 4 wait, and at level 5 get Shadow Step level 3. Then next you might wanna maybe either put some points into Sword Smash or put some points into Holy Bolt. But make sure at level 10 to put to save 2 points. Actually, you have to save 1 point. Level 9's point you can save, so that at level 10 you can get Light Spear 1 point, Energy Spike 1 point, and maybe Cloak of Flames. But Cloak of Flames I'm probably gonna remove. I'm not sure if I want this to be a Sword Smash build or not. If it's gonna be Sword Smash build, I'm probably not gonna invest heavy into Cloak of Flames. We'll see. Cloak of Flames is good because I can use Cloak of Flames and then spam Sword Smash with 25% increased damage. So even if it's just a 1 point, it's still a good point, I guess. Even for builds where I'm not relying on Cloak of Flames, where I'm using Sword Smash. I would want this build to be spamming Summoning Smash. I want it to be different from my Pyromancer. So I would try and maybe not use Blazing Pure this time. But you never know, maybe I'm gonna use Blazing Pure if I don't like Sword Smash in the late levels. But yeah, I would try and not use Entropy, because I used Entropy last time, and I'm gonna try not using Radiant Blast, because I used Radiant Blast with my Pyromancer. So I want the build to be completely different. So when you see the two builds, you can say, oh, okay, those builds are different, even though they're using the same class and subclass. I just try not to repeat my builds. Sometimes I rework old builds, but the Pyromancer is pretty recent, so there aren't some major changes that would warrant a complete rework of the build from scratch.
Oh, I'll be seeing you soon.
Okay, let's see, who am I talking to? Yapper.
Spell here.
Yap. But yeah, tomorrow is most likely when we're getting a patch with new pets, new fort items, and new items, which would be a new mace, a new greatsword, and a full new set that only drops in the Fazier's dungeon. So this new set would have some relic synergies. Every single item supposedly on that set would give you some sort of a relic skill synergy or relic mechanic synergy. You would have something that recharges your big relic power, the 200 relic charge, from what I've understood. And that would be nice. Imagine using Summoning Smash and then immediately using another one after it, after using that skill. That skill though, you would need to put that skill on your skill bar, the whatever they call it. It's gonna work like a battery for your energy charge. But that's the thing, I don't know whether it's the energy charge or the energy. So is it gonna be this 100 energy or is it gonna be the 200 total energy spent needed for skills like Summoning Smash? Julien says, hey guys, it's raining over France and it's raining fire over Struck. It's not raining fire over me yet, but pretty soon when I get Firestorm, and I'm actually gonna save my points for Firestorm because it's such a great skill. It will be raining swords as well, not just fire. There will be some swords falling from the sky. So you better have some armored umbrellas that have piercing resistance or swashing resistance, because swords. So this is a lie. Big riches, big prizes. You don't have big riches and you don't have big prizes in the Fazier's dungeon. This is a blatant lie. There's no big riches and there's no big prizes in the Fazier's dungeon. So for now this is not true. I'm still waiting for the day when there will actually be big riches and big prizes there. Let's see. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna keep moving. Come on. But yeah, I want to make two builds with this guy. And one of the builds will be a basic attack build with giant swings. Basic attack with... Ideally, I want to use Digitus. Digitus with basic attacks and the giant swings. Because the Digitus puts me at close enough range. It puts me at a close enough range. And someone said the Digitus triggers Fighter Spirit. And I think I just did it. Let's confirm. I think this is a bug though. See? Fighter Spirit, this is melee damage reduction. I don't think the Digitus classifies as a melee attack. Or does it? Yeah, I don't think it classifies as a melee attack, but in any case... it does trigger the Fighter Spirit. I'm not gonna rely on that Fighter Spirit, but for now it's gonna be a great synergy to do it. To have Damnation, and actually I'm gonna remove Consecration to have Damnation for the build. I'm gonna focus on survivability rather than the damage. Damage I can get from things like the Celestial Gauntlets and Harmonic Form. even without consecration, mages do a ton of damage. So maybe use damnation for the basic attack build. Maybe I can use consecration for the non-basic attack build. What level am I? Level 10? No, level 11. I'm doing level 12 content. Actually, I'm almost level 12 myself, so for now I don't need to do mapworks portals to catch up on my levels. Wow, this is draining my energy too quickly. Terry the Tank, welcome back Terry, how are you? And Julien says, I hate the long arms digital skin. It reminds me of some bizarre sex toys of your ex-girlfriend. Did your ex-girlfriend molest you with some dildos? It reminds you of the way this is worded, some bizarre sex toys of your ex-girlfriend, and you're mentioning the long arms digital skin. That's pretty weird, but okay. That must have been some kinky girlfriend. I guess you're in France, so you have women in France. I guess are famous for being kinky in the bed, so pretty understandable. Unless you're from Canada, because your name sounds French. So I'm assuming you're either from Canada, France, or Belgium. Oh, you said France. I'm stupid, pardon me. You said France just a few minutes ago and I read it. So I'm pretty sure you're from France, but yeah. That must have been some kinky girlfriend you've had. Let's see. Come on, Netherim. I actually want to see Netherim related items. I want to see more Netherim related items. We have the Panoptifist on the Dusk Mage. There is a bow. There's a bow design on Brow. But that bow design has not been made for the Sharpshooter hero yet as a weapon we can wear. We don't have Brow's bow as a weapon we can get. No kink shame. Oh, there's nothing shameful about being kinky. At least not in my channel. We are not shaming the kinky people. We embrace them. If you've watched me long enough, you would know my mind is dirty, and sometimes I would say some weird stuff. That's why I've put my channel and my stream and everything is 18 plus, so I don't get into trouble for talking about stuff I do talk about. So more damage with Holy Bolt. I'd rather keep that. Bog evasion. This item would be good enough on level 60 as it is on level 9. Of course, it doesn't have a socket, but this is item for Bog evasion builds. Yeah. I need Wifebound scrolls. That's what I need right now. So Julien is leveling a frozen Dusk Mage. I didn't read this comment earlier, so yeah, Cold Hard Dusk Mage can be fun. It can be fun. If you want to do the exact opposite of me, instead of Holy Bolt, take an Holy Bolt. Instead of Energy Spike, take Radiant Blast, and instead of maybe instead of Consecration, you can take Spirit Well. Something like that, or Damnation. If you want to do exactly the opposite, I guess. Should I check over there? I might have missed a Pylon. Not enough pylons. Build more pylons. It's like a protest thing. Come on, come on. I always miss a pylon on this in this map. Once I had all 3 pylons spawn right in the same place. It was amazing. It was actually not my own quest, I was helping someone else. And I saw all 3 pylons in the exact same spot, one next to the other. If only it was like that every time, eh? Okay, one more pylon. Can I jump down there from here? Okay. I'm gonna go over here. Where the hell could that pylon be hiding? See, this knockback, if only it didn't ruin the whole combo. Oh, there we go. That's the final pylon. I can rush to the boss now. By the way, before entropy existed, energy spike was the meta back then. Now either skill is good and either skill can give you some good results when you build around it. But yeah, energy spike was something you could spam. It didn't have cooldown back in the day. The OG energy spike, you could just keep spamming, and it was my favorite skill to play back then until entropy got added. When they added entropy, it was my new favorite Dusk Mage skill. It reminded me of Frost Orb on Diablo, on the sorceress in Diablo 2. Frozen Orb. Okay, there we go. Adiwazar says, hello, where are you from? Adiwazar, I'm from Bulgaria, from southeastern Europe, if you know it. Wazar is actually a name in my country. It's a man's name in my country. So maybe that's your name? And you're from the same country, maybe, or from another country nearby. And Julien says, at the moment, I think the relics are too unbalanced. You've tried many different builds, but you always end up fire or shock. Yeah, fire or shock are for damage. If you want damage, you go fire or shock. If you want healing and survivability, you go Blood Drinker. Bane is also good for survivability, but it's more centric towards minion stuff. But the thing is, minion stuff is bad. Unless you're doing train, minions are gonna give you wow damage. Oh, Evan grasped this early in the game. So yeah, right now, if you try to do a minion build where minions are the source of damage and you're not using a train, you're gonna see that it's weak compared to train-based minion builds. So yeah, with the Blood Drinker you've got a lot of healing, okay damage, not great damage like the Electrode or Flaming Destroyer, but it's decent damage. It's acceptable, and with the Bane you've got decent defenses, and for train builds it's amazing. I think they need to increase the damage on Shasta, on the goblins, on the Netherims from Spiritwell, the Netherim from Rizi, the automatons, I mean the Explodobots from the shoulders, the enchanted hammers, every other minion that's not a train needs more damage to make it in line with the damages of the trains, of the train cars. Because the train cars do okay damage, acceptable, good damage that would let you clear things quickly. I'm not saying that the train is OP. I'm saying the others are underpowered compared to it. And I would much rather see the others boosted instead of the trains nerfed. But the Cold Heart is the most underwhelming relic for me right now. Besides Snowstorm, Ice Shield and Cold Front, and maybe Energizer, all the other skills on the Cold Heart are underwhelming, so maybe with the patch tomorrow we can see some changes there. We'll see. The devs are aware. They're aware what we play the most and what we play the least. They have some intelligent statistics that can report a lot of data of what's happening on the servers. So they can see what's underplayed. Sorry, I had to mute my mic for a moment. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop streaming maybe after this map. So I'm gonna finish this boss fight and I'm gonna have to end the stream earlier today. I was planning for half an hour more, but let's just end it after this fight. But yeah, I'm gonna give you time for last questions. I'm gonna go over the chat after this, and then I'm gonna say my goodbyes. So let's just finish this boss fight, and then we will be done for today. I'm not gonna keep playing off stream today though. Normally I would keep playing, for example, if I was done with the story, I would keep playing off stream. But I'm gonna continue where I left off tomorrow. So let's just finish this boss. 20% HP left. And then I'm gonna go over some of the chat messages I might have missed. And see. Vitality Extractor, another one. Okay, so let's see, what chat messages did I miss? Magnus Trend says, what do you think is the best Dusk Mage build? Damage and tanky. Damage and tanky, maybe you can try a basic attack electrode build with Damnation. So you're cursing the enemies to do less damage, you're benefiting from the mace basic attack to trigger fighter spirit. And you're triggering things like the shocking force and the lightning strikes and things like that. That would be a good balance between tankiness and damage. Another thing would be a basic attack build with the Digitus and Giant's Wings. I'm gonna make one such build with this relic. That might be interesting to do, where you're probably using Sword Smash or Blazing Pillar, so you can use Summoning Smash as often as possible. So those are some suggestions. Then let's see what other messages I've missed. Adi Wazar is from Romania. Okay, neighbor. Nice to meet you, neighbor. But yeah, Julien, coat and butter definitely a little bit underwhelming, but the Blood Drinker is very good actually. I'm not gonna call the Blood Drinker underwhelming. Damage wise, it's okay. And survivability wise, it's amazing. You've got damage reduction, you've got 3 skills that can heal you. What more is there to want, I guess? But yeah, just whenever you have suggestions for rebalances, you can always go to Note and give the devs those suggestions. Julien says, from the 30th of October, our alpha test Magic Legend. Have you heard of this game? Magic Legend, is that Magic the Gathering's ARPG? I thought the name was a little bit different. But yeah, I wanna play it if I can. And Frank, you're welcome for the stream. Thank you for watching my content, and not just Frank, everyone. Thank you for watching my streams and my content. Tomorrow I'm making another build video for the Realm Master Bane, and this will be a slammer version, maybe with basic attacks. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, those window cleaning, you can make a two-handed warrior Dusk Mage. With this passive skill, you can use a great sword and make basic attacks based. You can use a great sword on every hero, Every weapon can be used by every hero except class-specific weapons. Digitus is for the mage, bow is for the sharpshooter, and railhammer is for the railmaster. And the cannon, which is not a weapon, is for the forged. But yeah, you can make the build that I'm gonna make for this guy. The second build, the basic attack build, would be playable with either Greatsword or Digitus. I would prefer to play with Digitus due to being able to get a shield. Fun Horror saying, I keep going back and forth between Cold Heart and Blood Drinker Slammer build. They're both fun. They're both fun, very tanky. But yeah, again, thanks everyone for watching. I will go get my next checkpoint and exit, but for now I'm gonna end the stream. Keep it cool, Struck Up, until next time, and goodbye from me.